afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. Chicago find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Darvish gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Darvish is what you look at when you're looking for an ace. Big, strong guy, came over from Japan, 95 to 97 miles an hour, all the way back from Tommy John surgery. Has the curveball, the changeup, and the slider. Will throw any pitch at any count. One of the top pitchers in the game, and you'll know early if he's seeing a lot of swings and misses and strikeouts. It's going to be a long day for those guys swinging the bats.
First pitch, 120.
I'm set with the 0-1. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Back on it is the left fielder. Gone! So it's a solo home run here leading off the ballgame. Home run number 2 for him on the year, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, this has started off certainly quick. First batter of the game goes deep. Dare I say, ambush tactics?
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, there's no doubt they really need Andrew McCutchen to get back on track. He's really struggled in the power category the last 10 games. How about 0 home runs? You wouldn't expect that from a guy with the kind of power that he displays. Hopefully, this is the game he turns it around.
And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Here's the pitch. He stays alive, still 2-2. Here's the pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Rhys Hoskins is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. A ball and 2 strikes the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. But another look here at the solo shot leading off the ball game. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 1-0 Philadelphia. Zach Wheeler gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Now here it comes.
1 ball, no strike.
Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, I know we're getting ready for game 2, but yesterday, man, road trip got off to a great start. They pounded the baseball, pitched, played defense. This team comes in riding high into game 2.
Hard hit at third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He's been a catalyst for this team in the last 10 games and in so many different ways. But looking at the one number I'm looking at, a .450 on-base percentage, when you have that and you have the type of abilities that he has, you're awfully dangerous.
And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. And it's 1-1. Right side. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Hey, don't sleep on first base. I know they call third base the hot corner, but there's some bullets hit down that way, too. Good effort on the dive right there, but batter singles.
Here's Javier Baez as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. The average coming into play right at 320. 6 home runs and 15 RBIs. The 0-1 on its way. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
1-0 the count. He'll enter play here at 293. 7 homers, 18 driven in. Wheeler pauses. Here it is on 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. His career line against Wheeler, he's 1 for 4. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. McCutchen is under it. And that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They're down 1-0. Here's Didi Gregorius. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. He's set and the pitch. And it's fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. high in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Therefore, it is Baez, and he's got it for the first out. Digging in now, JT Realmuto, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A ball and no strikes. In for a strike. It's 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Up next will be Nick Williams. Fouled off. Still struggling at the plate with an average well under 200. 1 home run and 5 driven in. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Williams, a native Texan. He's in his 4th season as got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Phillies down in order. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Bottom of the inning now. Settling in now, Jason Hayward. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. First pitch of the at-bat. Fly ball heading for the alley. On the run is Williams, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
So striding forward now, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. Hayward leads off second with nobody out. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Yeah, he's letting these guys know early on he's not going to be afraid to work inside. I'm interested to see if that takes some of the aggressiveness away from these hitters.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. The 2-1 home. Fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Williams is under it. 1 down.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's focus on Gene Segura. Very athletic shortstop, has one of the best arms in the position, is really coming into his own offensively as well.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. In his career, Rizzo is slugging north of 480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Hayward rounds the corner and is headed home. He comes across to score, and the Cubs have tied it. We're all square at 1 apiece.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
So now to the plate, David Bodie, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance into the bleachers and gone. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Third home run for him on the year, and with it the Cubs have taken a 3-1 lead.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
At the plate now, Yu Darvish. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Riding in, Chris Bryant. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. Wheeler gets the sign. Here's the pitch.
Ball outside.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone. This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. The throw into second.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the death like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well executed changeup. If he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We've played 2. It's now 3-1 Chicago.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Entering the day, they rank in the upper echelon of several pitching categories, and that doesn't go unnoticed around the clubhouse. One of the position players told me, our pitching staff has a calming influence on the entire team. We know they're going to keep us in games, and flat out, they just get the job done, and that helps everyone play more relaxed and confident. It appears this group of pitchers is a real cornerstone of this ball club, guys.
Leading off for Philadelphia.
All right, Heidi, thank you. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Scott Kingery is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
To the plate now, Zach Wheeler, as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike 1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the middle infielder Gene Segura. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Out of play. Here's Darvish on 0-2, and it's fouled away. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 3rd inning here, 3-1 our score. Popped him up. Contreras is there, and that retires the side. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Cubs are on top, 3-1. And that brings up Javi Baez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but he can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given up more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing. And we're only in the 3rd inning.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. There's one. On to first, and they get the double play.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Wheeler's ready. Here's the delivery. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Cubs are down quietly, and it's still 3-1. Plate, Andrew McCutchen comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning. Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, D-Row, that's a one-out single right there. And, hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention a little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fouled off. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Happ is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the third baseman, Didi Gregorius.
2 are gone in the Philly fourth. And here's the left-handed hitting shortstop, Didi Gregorius now. Here's the first pitch to him. Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
This guy has been an absolute.
And the catcher grabs it to retire the side. The inning is over. 1 left for Philadelphia. Score holds. It's 3-1. Ready for another chance? Kyle Schwarber flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
1-1 to Schwarber.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2. Full count now, 3-2. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the fourth.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here comes the first pitch. Grounded to first. Hoskins has it. Segura for 1. On to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings. And there are 2 away now.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Ready to take his hacks again, David Bodie, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Well, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Yu Darvish is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball that's 1-0. Wheeler pauses and delivers. A ball and a strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Now the 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
The first with it is Wheeler, and he just manages to get his hand in. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. 1-1 the count. Line drive, base hit.
This guy is on absolute fire right now. Average has crept over 280 and trending north. Watch out for this guy his next couple ABs.
In now, Nick Williams, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
And in steps Scott Kingery. Fouled away. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Kingery is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Behind 0-2 now. Kingery is a middle infielder by trade, of course, usually a shortstop, but they've got him at second base in this one.
Yeah, Matty, this guy's got some of the best hands in the game. It doesn't matter. Shortstop, second base, you could pretty much put him wherever you want in the infield. Premium defender, up the middle defender. Looks to help out the pitching staff any way he can.
Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
In today's game, if they're going to give you an out, you take it. You have to find a way to execute a pitch in the zone, allow him to get the bunt down, and take the out at first.
One there, relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
Ready now, Gene Segura. He got under one and popped out his last time up. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Fly ball out to straightaway right, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Phillies leave a couple. They still trail it here 3-1. So it's back to the top of the order now. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. A ball and 2 strikes from Zach Wheeler. Got him. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
And that's his first triple of the season. The way he exploded out of the box, you knew he was determined to get the third, and he made it happen.
So in now for Chicago, Javier Baez. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Hit back toward the mound. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And that'll plate the runner from third, as with that the lead swells to 4-1.
Hey, good job of hitting right there, D. We're a runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that. Hits a grounder right up the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, it took it right back at where it came from. All you're trying to do is avoid the corners. Hit something hard up the middle, whether it be on the ground or in the air. You're going to drive the run in.
And the runner back. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Williams. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. Over now, they'll apply the tag between second and third. It's a careless double play, and the inning is prematurely over. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. 5 innings complete. It's the Cubs 4 and the Phillies 1. So next to the plate for the Phils, Andrew McCutchen. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Here's Bryce Harper now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 6th inning, 4-1 is our score. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Line towards center field, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And as we take a look at the Phillies team leaders, we see he currently sits in 3rd place in that department. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 0-1 the count. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Strike called. Now the throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. And it's fouled away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
No hits to this point. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
Man, that's one of those.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Phillies strand 1. They trail it 4-1. Jose Alvarez enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 52. Jose.
Stepping into the box, Jason Hayward. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Leading off for the Cubs, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
First delivery to him on the way. No swing, apparently. Ball 1. Alvarez is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. For a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Stepping up to the plate, Kyle Schwarber. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Alvarez. A Venezuelan-born ball player. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. The 1-0 home. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. 2-0 count, and the pitch. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And that's the 2nd out. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
That's the ball. 1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 home.
Ball.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Weak roller right side. Hoskins gathers it in. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they lead it 4-1. All set for the start of the inning. Into the box now, JT Realmuto. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Tyler Olson is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Albert Almora is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 5, Albert Almora.
Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
This is line to left. Happ has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Stepping into the box, Nick Williams. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. Pitch on the way.
Yeehaw! 0-1.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
1-1.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. And Joe Girardi's going to get up off the dugout bench and confer at home plate, so we'll likely see a double switch here. Robert Stock will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Adam Hazley will also come on now, as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Batting 9, number 40, Adam Hazley.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit ball to short. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. In there, a base hit.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. In the air now, out to right field. Harper on the run. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Now in the box, Ian Happ, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Woo, not a spot you expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today. 1 left for the Cubs as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Stepping in, Adam Hazley, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Dan Winkler is into the ball game as part of that double switch as he'll take over on the mound and in the 2 spot in the lineup. Steven Souza is into the ball game as well as a part of that aforementioned double switch as he'll take over in the number 6 spot in the lineup. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. He pulls this one into right. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew.
So a runner stands at third. One man is out, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. Cut fastball inside, ball one. Down the left field line and deep, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. The 1-1 home. A swing and a ground ball to third. And there are two away now.
Now batting, the right fielder.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. 8th inning. 4-1 is our score. A ball and 2 strikes.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Hey, great job of holding up right there. Little 2-out lightning might ensue by 1 check swing holding up.
Fouled away. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 1 left for Philadelphia. They trail it 4-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Javier Baez singled home run in his last time up. Now the pitch. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson.
So 1 gone here in the Chicago 8th, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a ball pulled hard down the line in left. And this is going to be a fair ball heading out toward the 355 sign on the ivy. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Runner at second, 1 away, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. First offering on its way. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Hayward is carrying around an absurd batting line, coming in excess of 500.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Grounded to short. Segura has it, and there's out number 2. Into the box, Steven Souza, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Here comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a 3rd time.
Hit softly on the ground to third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Cubs strand 1, but they lead it 4-1. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Craig Kimbrell takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Hoskins behind, the count 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So digging in now, Didi Gregorius. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. A ball and no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the ninth is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
The 2-1. One out, nobody on. Still 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning. Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
First pitch on its way. JT Realmuto comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Almora is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Neil Walker will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
He's hitting for the Phillies. Number 12, Neil Walker.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That's inside. 2-0. And it's fouled away. 2 out with the man at first. Hit in the air down the right field line. Hayward has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games, but they got the monkey off their back here with the win and are hoping to build on that now.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Cubs took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Yu Darvish earned his 5th win of the year. Craig Kimbrell closes the door for the save, his 10th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Rockney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.